शुक्ला ब्रह्म विचार सार परमा आद्यां जगद्व्यापिनी वीणा पुस्तकधारिणीं अवयतां जाड्यां तगाराभम् हस्ते स्फाण्डिकमालिकां विदधतीं पद्मासने संस्थिता वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदां वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदाम्.
That was indeed a divine start. With the blessings of Goddess of Learning, Ma Saraswati, let us now invoke the divine light of wisdom and knowledge by lighting the traditional lamp, symbolizing the dispelling of darkness and ushering in of enlightenment. I request the Honorable Governor and dignitaries on the dais to light the Kuttuvilakku.
சுடரே சுகமே துணை நீதியே நிஜமே நிறைவே நிலை ஜோதியே சுடரே சுகமே துணை நீதியே நிஜமே நிறைவே நிலை ஆதியே உனையான் அடைந்தே நகம் வாதியாதருள் வாயருள் வானையே ஜோதியே சுடரே சுகமே ஜோதியே சுடரே சூழொளி விளக்கே சுரிகுழற்பணி முலை மடந்தை பாதியே பரனே பால் கொள்வெண் நீற்றாய் பங்கைய தயனுமாலரியா நீதியே செல்வத் திருப்பெருந்துறையில் ஆதியே அடியே நாதரித்து அழைத்தால் அதெந்துவே என்று அருளாயே அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி அருட்பெருஞ்சோதி தனிப்பெரும் கருணை அருட்பெரும் ஜோதி.
Thank you, dignitaries. This stage is well known to many. The occasion, however, is new and colossal to us. We are ecstatic in seeing such an incredible assemblage of distinguished dignitaries in this venue. We are really proud of your presence and humbled by your acceptance. The brilliance of gathered expertise needs to be adorned and welcomed, for which I request Dr. R. Bhaskar, President, Tamil Nadu Higher Education Teachers Association, to welcome the gathering. Sir, please.
We want the education by which character is formed, strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand on one's own feet. These profound words by Swami Vivekananda sets the tone for our gathering today as we embark on a journey to envision a new Bharat through educational reforms and indigenous systems. It is indeed an honor to stand before you this August gathering and welcome you all to this national seminar. Our Upanishad says, Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Aditi Devo Bhava. And it is my bound duty to welcome all the respected dignitaries on the dais and dear participants. A warm good morning to one and all of you as we come together to shed light on an issue that demands our undivided attention. It is my great honor to welcome you to the two-day national seminar on Envisioning New Bharat, Educational Reforms and Indigenous Systems on the 8th and 9th of June 2024. This significant event is organized by THETA, UAS and ABRSM, organizations dedicated to the advancement of education and the fostering of indigenous knowledge systems. The Tamil Nadu Higher Education Teachers Association was established in the year 2022 to promote the welfare of students the general public and teachers formed by the dedicated educators from various universities and government-aided colleges across Tamil Nadu. Theta addresses the needs of grievances of students and teachers through democratic, honest and principled means. Now Theta has presence in more than 10 state universities in Tamil Nadu and in more than 40 aided and government colleges. Unnata Vidyabhasha Adhyapika Sangam UVAS, established in 1998, operates as an affiliate to the Akhil Bharati Rashtriya Shikshak Mahasangh based in New Delhi. And ABRSM is the largest teachers organization in India and has a membership of more than 1.4 million educators from primary to university levels. Akhil Bharati Rashtriya Shikshak Mahasangh, our parent organization, is dedicated to promote nationalism in education and society while safeguarding the interests of teachers, including their salaries, allowances and service conditions. We are privileged to have with us today Sri R.N. Raviji, the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, who has consented to grace this occasion by delivering the inaugural address. Sir, your esteemed presence graces this occasion with an aura of significance and distinction. Sir, your illustrious career and dedication to public service precede you, and we are deeply honored to have you amongst us. Your commitment to the welfare and progress of Tamil Nadu has been exemplary, and your leadership serves as a beacon of inspiration for us all. As we embark on this gathering, we are reminded of the pivotal role that leaders like yourself play in shaping the destiny of our state. Your vision, wisdom, and unwavering dedication are the cornerstones upon which we build a brighter future for generations to come. Your Excellency, your presence here today not only signifies your support for our endeavors, but also serves as a source of encouragement for all these who strive for excellence in their respective fields. We are immensely grateful for the opportunity to host you and look forward to your insights and guidance as we navigate the path towards progress and prosperity. We take pleasure in welcoming you, Our Excellency. It is a great honor to have you amongst us today, sir. I extend a warm welcome to Professor Manish R. Joshi, Secretary of the University Grants Commission, UGC, New Delhi, who will deliver a keynote address. He has received the prestigious postdoctoral fellowship award during 2008-9 from the University of New Brunswick, Fredericton, Canada. He has given talks in various international universities like Durban University of Technology, South Africa, and various universities across China and America. His expertise and vision for higher education in India will be invaluable to our discussions. My sincerest greetings and a warm welcome, sir. Another esteemed speaker, Dr. K. Kumarasamy, former principal, chairman, Sri Vidya Mandir College of Education, and former syndicate member of Periyar University, will also deliver a keynote address. Sir has been member in various academic bodies across the country, and his contribution to the field of higher education is unparalleled. Sir has been a guiding force behind the growth and development of Theta in Tamil Nadu. We are honored to have Thiru Guntha Lakshmanji, All India Joint Organizing Secretary of ABRSM, who will deliver the felicitation address. His dedication to the promotion of indigenous knowledge and educational reforms is truly commendable. The confluence of we academicians from the shores of Ganga, Yamuna, Godavari and Kaveri has happened because of the great efforts of our Shri Lakshmanji. Welcome you, sir. I am delighted to welcome Dr. C.A. Vasiki Madam from Kogunadu Arts and Science College, Coimbatore, who has consented to be the guest of honor. Her commitment to academic excellence and community service makes her presence here particularly special. Welcome, ma'am. Her role in the upliftment of weaker sections of society is a noteworthy one. I would also like to extend the heartiest welcome to Dr. Satish, our UAS President of Kerala. So I would like to extend a heartfelt welcome to all the resource persons of the two-day program, Vice Chancellors and former Vice Chancellors. A special mention and thanks to all the educational institutions that supported us throughout this journey to make the event happen. Additionally, I welcome the faculties from Gujarat, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, New Delhi, Pondicherry, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, West Bengal, and other states. So I also welcome delegates from local colleges, members from like-minded societies, media persons, and various academic institutions. Your presence here is a testament to your commitment to the future of education in our great nation. As we proceed with the seminar, let us be guided by the vision of a new Bharat, where education not only imparts knowledge, but also fosters character, strength of mind, and self-reliance. Let us work together to build an education system that honors our rich heritage and equips our youth to meet the challenges of the future with confidence and integrity. Welcome all. Thank you all and wish you all a fruitful and enlightening summer. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm welcome. Honor holds in respect and esteem. It shows the morality of a superior personality. To confer distinction, I request Tiruji Lakshmananji to honor Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Dr. Raviji. On behalf of Karpagam Group of Institutions, Dr. Murugaya, CEO, will be presenting the portrait of Swami Vivekananda to the Governor. Thank you. Now Dr. R. Manigandanji will be honoring Professor Manish R. Joshi ji. On behalf of Karpagam Group of Institution, Vivekananda portrait will be given to Manish R. Joshi ji. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. C. A. Vasuki, ma'am, to honor Tiruke Kumaraswamy ji. Thank you, ma'am. Now I request Dr. R. Bhaskar ji to honor Dr. C. A. Vasuki, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Now I request Dr. P. Padmanabhan, sir, to honor Tiruji Lakshmanji. On behalf of Karpagam Group of Institution, a portrait of Vivekananda will be given to Lakshmanji. Thank you, dignitaries.
Now I invite Kunda Lakshman to give felicitation. As the All India Joint Organizing Secretary of Akhila Bharatiya Rashtriya Shaishik Mahasangh, Thiru Lakshman ji has dedicated his life to the betterment of society and the empowerment of students across our nation. Thiru Lakshman ji was also the driving force behind several national seminars on the implementation of NEP 2020, successfully bringing academicians from across the country under one platform. Ji, please.
Honorable Governor Sri N. Ravi ji, today's Chief Guest and inaugurated our conference, Professor Manish Joshi ji, Secretary University Grants Commission, and Kumaraswamy ji, who is the guiding force behind this theta, Vasuki madam, who is extended her all support to make this program a success, and President Tamil Nadu Higher Education Teachers Association, Dr. Bhaskar, and Unnata Vidyabhyasa Adhyapak Sangam President Kerala, Dr. Satish, and eminent personalities, those who are sitting before me, Professor Vijay Rao, HCU Vice Chancellor, Professor Krishna Sir, Tamil Nadu Central University Vice Chancellor, Panjanadam Sir, Gandhigram Rural University Vice Chancellor, and Professor Mohan Sir, Kerala Health University Vice Chancellor, and Kanaka Sabapati ji, and Madam Sheila Reddy ji, Madam Loli ji, Madam Anusha ji, all prominent dignitaries are here, and IIT Hyderabad Director and IIT Dharwad Director, they arrived and they may reach it any time, and respected delegates who came across the country, especially Kerala, Tamil Nadu. Just now Bhaskar told delegates throughout the Tamil Nadu arrived here, and other Kerala, many people are here. So my heartfelt welcome and greetings to everyone. I feel this is a historical seminar. For almost 3.5 decades, I am traveling across the country. I am attending so many programs and I am organizing so many programs. I feel this is a unique one, and the participants who are here, I didn't much familiar or not expected we will get this much response. I thanks each and every one who are with us, and media persons and all other persons. Welcome to you all. Akhil Bharatiya Rashtriya Shaishik Mahasangh is a teachers organization working in the field of education. The motto, Rashtra ke hit mein shiksha, shiksha ke hit mein shikshak, shikshak ke hit mein samaj. With this motto, this organization is working. We have our presence in 29 states. We have more than 12 lakh membership. We are having programs throughout the country. Particular fixed programs are all there. And the seminars like this, we organized so many programs to sensitize the education family, especially the academicians. And we organizing so many this kind of seminars and different kind of programs. Even we do agitate for the cause of the teacher. Recently, especially I would like to thanks to our Honorable Governor, the reforms that he is bringing here in the Tamil Nadu state. So we are very much thankful to you, sir, and your effort should continue, and we are all with you. And special thanks to Manish ji also. There were so many pending works for so many years, with especially concern to the UGC. Because of Shaishik Mahasangh efforts, recently, the non-PhD issue. It was, amicably and very smoothly it was resolved. Just now he is telling, the gazette is coming today or day after tomorrow. And I can say, the fifth pay commission, what was the salary? Today, seventh pay commission, what was the salary? That every faculty member knows that the fifth pay commission salary was very meager. Keeping the dignity of a faculty, it is the Shaikshik Mahasangh efforts to increase the salaries of the faculty. I proudly say, because of Shaikshik Mahasangh, it happened. And recently, wherever we'll go to the UGC, Manish ji and Jagdish ji, they used to talk with us, just last week we met. Jagdish ji says, ABRSM delegation should meet us every month. He specifically mentioned that because you have ground realities, you bring up very genuine issues and we come to know exactly what is happening in the ground level. So that role, Shaikshik Mahasangh is trying to, bring a change in the field of education. And the other thing, as I told, the motto of this organization, not only addressing the issues of the teachers and faculty, it is beyond that. It is working for the cause of the society. ABRSM wants to sensitize the society, particularly the teaching community, because this is a community which can transform the entire nation's future. Unfortunately, after getting the independence, we have to make an inroads to make this country again a prosperous country and a strong nation. Unfortunately, it was not happened, it was derailed, and I will not feel sorry to say that because of the perverted intellectual academia make this very vulnerable. After 47, many other countries got the independence with us, but they marched long ahead, but we are lagging. It is just because of the particular section of intellectuals of academia, they misguided this country with their false narrations and ideology, which they brought from other countries. They never experienced and they never have a great faith into the philosophy of this country, the dharma of this land. They never experienced it. Even today, they are in the same line. And Akhil Bharatiya Rashtriya Shaikshik Mahasangh given a befitting response to those people, and we started working among the academia, and we are getting very big response, and many, not hundreds, thousands of faculty members are coming towards this organization, and they are working towards making this nation a proud nation, and everyone feeling that this nation first philosophy. We know the future of the country makes in four walls of the country. So you are nurturing the young minds. Shaikshik Mahasangh wants that this is the group, they will transform the entire society. They will bring the change among the young minds. Now we are marching ahead towards 2047. Everyone is talking about this. 2047, this country should become a prosperous country, a strong country. This country should lead the world. Lead the world in sense, in all the aspects. We have great legacy. We, as an ABRSM, we feel proud and we believe that we have an ancient civilization which has given knowledge to the entire globe. Today, whatever the issues that we are experiencing, all the solutions you can find only this place, Bharatavarsha. Here you can find the solutions. Whatever it will be. Sustainable global development goals are there. Where you find the solution? Yes, here. It may be terrorism, it may be environmental issues, it may be ethics, values and all this. You find this country. We believe in that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. So Shaikshik Mahasangh feels that we should rejuvenate all these, whatever we lost because of foreign rule for more than 1,000 years, colonialized this country. We have to change this. So ABRSM is working in different names in different parts. Here Tamil Nadu Higher Education Teachers Association, Unnata Vidyabhyasa Sangam in Kerala. It's like that, different, Karnataka Raja Mahavidyalaya Shikshak Sangh in Karnataka. and in other places in different names we are working. We are getting very good response from the faculty members. Generally people say that the faculty, they are having their own this thing, always they will think about their salaries, their promotions. No, it is not right. We proved it wrong. Wherever we are organizing this kind of programs, whenever we are reaching the faculty members, they too have a concern toward the society. They are ready to serve the society. Everyone wants to make this country a prosperous country. They are working for that. And ABRSM is a platform to bring all these faculty members onto one platform. And we are now successfully marching ahead. And we organized this kind of program in Hyderabad. We thought of with 300 to 400. We got more than 1,000 members. In Bangalore, it is same, more than 1,000. We organized in Tirupati. No, it was a grand success. Honorable Governor, sir, asking me, you are organizing this kind of programs regularly. Yes, sir, we are organizing this kind of programs regularly to reach the last faculty member of this country. Yes, we are marching ahead. We have to travel along. And due to nonsense, I can't say this, politics, this, that, no, that is, they should be kept for politics, that is for power and all. But to bring the social harmony, social change in the society, this academia has to play a vital role. And at the same time, you are the main source to shape the young minds. And for a decade, we are experiencing the strength of this country. We know our country was a great country. We have great civilization and great, our country's, in the field of science, technology, whatnot, we were called as Vishwaguru. We have to bring back that glory again. It is possible. We know the demographic dividend. We know the achievements of previous decade. It may be electronics, it may be communication, it may be infrastructure, it may be foreign, what not. In all the fields, we are marching ahead. We have human resources, we have natural resources, we have everything, a great legacy. With this, we should have to march ahead. I request all of you, please support this organization and be part of this organization. And today and tomorrow you are going to listen to very popular personalities. Please make use this program as your career, and you make this conference seminar a success. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and for your continued dedication to the betterment of society. It's my great privilege to introduce our esteemed guest of honor for today, Dr. C.A. Vasuki ma'am, the Secretary and Director of Kunganadu Arts and Science College, Coimbatore. Dr. Vasuki's exceptional contribution to the field of education and dedication to academic excellence have been truly inspiring. Her dedication to academic excellence research is further highlighted by her selection to United States Department of Agriculture for research project. I invite her to offer felicitations.
Namaskar and a warm greeting to everyone. It is my privilege to be present among this galaxy of academicians and scientists who are going to share their expertise in Envisioning New Bharat, Educational Reforms and Indigenous Systems. At the outset, I express my sincere sense of gratitude to our Honorable Governor through R.N. Raviji for august presence and for going to share his thoughts on these important reforms that are the need of the hour to make India a knowledge superpower. I am very honored to invite our Professor Manish Joshi, who is our UGC Secretary. In fact, we had a very long talk, and I think he is a youngster with a fiery mind who wants to bring definitely change in the educational system. So we are very happy to have you, sir. And of course, Lakshmanji of ABRSM, who has put together, as our Bhaskar in his welcome speech said, he has brought Ganga, Yamuna, Kaveri, Godavari, everything together, a confluence of educationists who have joined here to change our new Bharat. So, and also our senior most former syndicate member of Periyar University, Dr. K. Kumarasamy sir, and CP Satish sir, as well as our Bhaskar ji, who is the president of TITA. I also express my felicitation to all the erudite vice chancellors, directors, professors and speakers who are present here and who are going to give various deliberations that is going to happen for the coming 2 days. So today, the topic is such a challenging topic, and Indian higher education has entered the era of transition. The present era is an augmented one where skill, agility and adaptability are important. Our emphasis here should be on cognitive augmentation and innovation. Changing student demographics, rapidly evolving stakeholder demands and new technologies are requesting institutions to reconsider the long-lasting assumptions about their location, types of programs that they're going to offer, the time, and as well as the quality. So in the coming years, new models of higher education will emerge by incorporating the indigenous knowledge systems, tradition, cultural impetus, heritage. Through only this, stability can be achieved. We must impart the 3 C's, that is namely creativity, collaboration and communication to our learners to enable them to address the 20th century challenges so that our country can lead the world. Reimaging Indian institutions through organizational change can definitely embody deliberate choices that could potentially shape the purpose of education. There can be structural changes about organizational system and how it is organized to achieve their mission and goals. Many industries and social organizations, including higher institutions as well as universities, face a lot of challenges because of the legacy of and as well as the emerging markets. And for example, the recommending bodies which every state has imposed rigid structures on institutions which curtail the flexibility and freedom. So thus, these challenges can be faced by higher education institutions are enormous, and which prevents them from fulfilling the mission and vision of so many institutions that has been started for more than 50 to 60 years we are surviving. And as higher education people are here, I would like to tell, as a VC committee member and a Bharatiyar University syndicate member, I would like to boast, to be true, that we have the top 20 higher ranking NIRF institutions in Coimbatore. So definitely, sir, these hurdles, if it is cleared, we will bring much more quality education institutions in this region. So a dual transformation strategy is what I thought may be very effective. According to this approach, operations act in parallel, one to develop strategies, others to optimize the core organizations to become more responsive and to a new profile of demands. And number 2 is to design and implement disruptive innovations that provide the basis for future growth and agility. Ancient India always took pride in the humanistic and personality development oriented education with proximity to the guru, learning and living. We always believed that education is what empowers the individual to realize one's own true potential. The system consisted of very much of creativity, discipline and intelligence. The learning environment was adaptive for absorbing all core life values and realize the goals of education through, although there were no certificates or degrees conferred to them. The values, even however long it had been, it was so deeply inculcated that it remained throughout their lives. So the scenario has changed with the advent of colonial education, which made a massive impact on the Indian education system. Yes, in earlier days, education system had a generalistic focus. Strength, speed were very important. And the main areas were the how to know the know-hows and the practical knowledge. But of course, our Indian education system today is transiting towards information, skill development, and knowledge economy. Today, education institutions are very much focused on reskilling and upskilling the youth force to make Bharat a Vishwaguru. As Swamiji always famously said, the education which does not help the common mass of people to equip themselves for the struggle of life, and which does not bring out the strength of a character, and which does not bring out a philanthropy, and also which does not bring out the courage of a lion, is it worth the name? So real education is what? Which enables us, one, to stand on its own leg. And I am sure this is what all our educationists have to think in this line, and it is very essential to nurture in this 21st century the critical thinking, problem solving, entrepreneurial skills among our youth minds, and also equipping them with the ability to navigate the complexities of the modern world. At present, our higher education system is faced with many issues and challenges like accessibility, equity, quality, finance, and management. So relevance and orientation of curriculum based on advancement in science and technology, values, ethics are of paramount of importance, and this is being fulfilled by our NEP 2020. So I am really expecting a lot from our UGC Higher Education Department. These issues are of great vital importance for our country, as it is engaged in the pursuit of higher education is going to be the powerful tool to build the knowledge-based society for the new millennium. Higher education institutions must perform multiple tasks, and by creating knowledge, acquiring new capabilities, producing intelligent human resource capital, wealth coupled with strong values. So our education must be global. At the same time, we should not fail to address our local problems through viable solution. Hence, let's become vocal for local by global perspective. On these lines, I am very confident that the deliberation that is going to happen in these 2 days will be an eye-opener for all the academicians who are going to be the torch bearers, who are going to enlighten the next generation, and who are going to bring a strong Navabharat. I offer my appreciation and felicitation to all the stakeholders who have joined here to organize this event, and wish all the participants to get adequately benefited from this. So thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am, for being here and sharing your wisdom with us. It is my privilege to introduce our distinguished keynote speaker for today, Professor K. Kumaraswamy. His illustrious career in academia spans decades, marked by a profound commitment to fostering excellence in education. As a former professor of English based in Salem, his dedication to scholarship and mentorship has left an indelible mark on countless students and colleagues alike. With great honor, we invite Professor K. Kumaraswamy ji to deliver keynote address.
Vanakkam to all of you. His Excellency, Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Sri Manish R. Joshi ji from UGC, he is the Secretary of UGC, Delhi. Mr. Lakshman ji, All India Organizing Joint Secretary of ABRSM. Sri Dr. Bhaskar ji, the President of Theta, Tamil Nadu. and Sri Satish Ji, the President of UMass working in Kerala, former and present Vice Chancellors of different universities in Tamil Nadu, great educationists, doctors, professors from different universities and colleges. I am really happy that many people have come from northern universities, and all participants of this seminar. Once again, namaskar to all of you. Once our country, Bharat, was the Visva Guru in all fields, in the field of science, mathematics, astronomy, astrology, arts, literature. Our forefathers were the pioneers. Today, our young men want to study in Harvard University in America. But in those days, students of other countries, they wanted to join in Nalanda University or Ujjain University or Kanchi University in India. So we were pioneers in the field of education. But due to the colonial rule, there was a great decline in the field of education. In all aspects, there was a great downfall. There was continuous struggle to get a freedom. At last, in 1947, we got freedom. After 1947, hundreds of universities have come. Thousands of colleges have come. Lakhs and lakhs of graduates, postgraduates have come out. But in the field of science, or even in different fields, have we achieved something that makes us satisfactory? I think no. Recently, a survey says some 1,000 universities were selected. Among the 1,000 universities, first 100 universities, first 100 places, no university of our country was there. 100 to 200, only there were two universities, IIT of Mumbai and IIT of Delhi. Then, after 200, our Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, is found. Why this poor show? Because the standard of education has declined. Quality education is not there. Our students are spoon-fed. There is no sense of originality, inquisitiveness. We should achieve something great. I may be an engineer, I may be a doctor, I may be an auditor, I may occupy any position, but my qualification, my experience should be dedicated for the upliftment of the country. That vision is not there. Doctors are there, engineers are there, but nation first, society first, that vision is not there in the modern age. That's why this ABRSM, number one body in the educational world in India, they are aiming to give a proper quality education. There is a saying in Sanskrit, the aim of education should be Mirha Asura Guna Nasham, Manusha Deva Guna Vikasam. These qualities of an animal, qualities of Asura, Rakshasa, they should be eradicated. They should be negated. This human excellence should be brought. And Deva Guna, Manusha Guna, they should be revived. That should be the education. Swami Vivekananda said, education is the manifestation of perfection that is already in man. And according to him, every religion is manifestation of divinity in man. But today's education does not try to manifestate this human excellence or divine quality. They make men more selfish. There was recently a survey. In that 100 criminals, culprits were selected. Among the 100 culprits, 70 people were highly educated. You make a study of the terrorism, top terrorists are university gold medalists. So we have given the subject knowledge in different subjects, but human excellence, the social awareness, his commitment for the upliftment of the society is not there. So this selfish angle should be stopped. So from that point of view, ABRSM is trying to improve the quality education along with this human excellence, along with this academic excellence, human excellence should also be brought up. So from that point of view, ABRSM, with which our Theta of Tamil Nadu and UVAS of Kerala are affiliated, are trying. In the higher educational field, especially among the universities and the colleges, a new vision has to be given to the emerging students, the young Yuvas, students. That's why the topic for the seminar is Envisioning New Bharat. So, for the past 1,000 years, a proper vision was not given to the young students. So, if we want that in the short period, in the coming years, India should be number one in the world. Again, a Vishwa Guru. There should be some reforms in the field of education. That's why in this seminar, educational reforms through indigenous systems. It's a well thought over topic. I appreciate the organizers of this seminar for having selected this topic, and through this this team of professors, our students studying in universities and colleges will have a good vision and mission. I thank the organizers of this seminar for giving me an opportunity to put forth a few views in front of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening words and presence today. I'm delighted to have our distinguished keynote speaker, Professor Manish R. Joshi, Secretary, University Grants Commission, New Delhi. Professor Joshi's remarkable contribution to education and research, along with his impressive academic journey, have earned him national recognition. His dedication to advancing knowledge in science and technology is exemplified by his receipt of esteemed National Award for Outstanding Efforts in Translation of Popular Science and Technology in 2018, bestowed upon him by Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. I invite him to deliver the keynote address.
Namaste. Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Thiru R.N. Ravi sir, all the dignitaries on the dais, and all the dignitaries of the dais. I am thankful to the organizers for giving me chance to participate in this particular event where large number of participants have gathered and they are going to deliberate on a very important topic of envisioning New Bharat through educational reforms and indigenous system. So it's really good to be here, and thank you for that to the organizers. I really appreciate that the organizers, like the Theta is one organization, that is the Tamil Nadu Higher Education Teacher Association. You must be knowing that in our brains, certain waves are created. So there is alpha wave, beta wave, gamma wave, and there is a theta wave also. And expert believes that the theta waves are important for processing information and making memories. So if you want to have some good memories, theta waves should be there. So it's this particular ambience, lot of people, many academicians, so it will keep memory. So for that, theta waves are required. So that is a very good work that theta is doing, and they have linked to different types of learning. So this type of learning, and that is a very appropriate apt name that this organization have. So I really appreciate that one. And the another one is Unnata Vidya Bhasa Adhyapak Sangham. So in Kerala, it is really required. This UV generally starts for ultraviolet rays, and these ultraviolet rays are used to kill microbes and bacteria. You might be knowing it. Generally, there are UV lamps to sterilize the surgical equipments, and all these bacteria are there. You want to clean them, so these UV rays are used. So you understand the significance of UVAs in Kerala. So these both are affiliated to AVRSM. Thank you to the AVRSM. Akhil Bharatiya Rashtriya Shiksha Samiti Mahasangh comes regularly and meet us. The way they represent, and I really appreciate, like we were discussing since many months, the issue of the professors, that because of PhD they cannot become associate professor. In 2018 regulation there was a condition, and they continuously representing it. And then later on we have said, what are the problems that the teachers have to become acquire the PhD? So they made a presentation in front of us. So it's a continuous dialogue, and because of which we could convince our commission members, and our commission members have approved that these particular teachers who could not got PhD, they will get an extension till 31st December 24, and they can become associate professor. So it was a good decision that was taken because of continuous follow-up of AVRSM. What they say is, राष्ट्र के हित में शिक्षा, शिक्षा के हित में शिक्षक, and शिक्षा समाज. So this all is very important, and that's why the way AVRSM is continuously taking care of this is really appreciated. So the knowledge, like we are talking about, a very good deliberations is going to have here. And let me start with a very good and very promising news that has come recently. It's a world ranking, they call it as QS world ranking, and it is really appreciated. Though our number is less, but in 2015, only 11 institutions, only 11 higher education institutions of India were in the ranking, only 11. But in this recent, which has come two days before, we had 46 institutions ranked in the QS world ranking. And our Honorable Prime Minister have tweeted it, that it is a 381% increase. It's a 381% increase. Highest among all G20 countries. So the countries, every country has increased. So highest in all G20 countries. 381% of increase in the QS world ranking. Our Honorable Prime Minister has said that in this new term, we will taking even more efforts to boost the research and innovation. So this number will also increase in near future. And it is paramount that a place like Coimbatore, that is not a metropolitan city, where there is a deliberation on envisioning new Bharat and what are the education reforms with the help of indigenous systems we can do. 350 participants are there. They want to talk about it. They want to listen about it. They want to have discussion about it. So it shows the importance, it shows the willingness of the people of India, of Bharat, to make sure that we will progress, we will excel further. So the parameters, let me put focus on the parameters that are important for this QS world ranking. Why the institutions comes in that QS world ranking? So one of the parameters is academic reputation, faculty-student ratio, and citations per faculty, and the important one is internationalization. Like how many international students are there in your country, are there in your institution? So we have, as a UGC and even India, even Bharat has started and giving focus. Government of India is also giving focus and giving lot of concerted efforts to bring more and more international students to India. We have got a very nice portal, Study in India. We have started, UGC has come up with a regulation that the higher education institution, the universities which has got certain NAC score can directly start joint degrees, can directly start dual degrees with the foreign countries, with the foreign institution, with the foreign university. As I was traveling from airport to here, yesterday I saw there was a big hoarding outside of one institution that you want to study abroad, come and tie up with, means come to our university. So these universities are now tying up with the universities of abroad. So it's like two-way. They are also getting benefited. Not only Indian universities are getting benefited. There is a rush among outside universities also to get affiliated with the very good institutions in India. So we have, in UGC have come up with one very nice regulation that will open up the Indian place for foreign higher education institutions. We have said the foreign higher education institutions can open their campuses and operationalize their campuses in India. So you will not believe, we have got very good response from various institutions. We say from Europe, from North America, from Australia. So many institutions are coming. There are every week there is a delegation from foreign higher education, from foreign countries to UGC, and they want to know what they should do so that they can establish their campuses. So even foreign countries, foreign higher education institutions which are very good rank, our condition, one of the condition is that the institutions which has foreign ranking about 500 only can come in India. So those all institutions are trying very hard to come and to establish their campuses in India. That is the reputation that Bharat has now, so that everyone want to have their existence, their presence in India. So that is how we have changed this one. The government has changed. The government has changed the focus. The government has doing lot of efforts. I am really appreciating Honorable Governor is himself here. The role of the governors in improvising the quality of higher education in many states is very paramount. So they are sitting in the conferences, they are sitting in the room where the deliberations are going. I was in Assam last year where there was a deliberation. All vice chancellors were called by the chancellor, and the chancellor was sitting there from 9 to 5 p.m. for 2 days, and the deliberations he was listening and he was giving inputs. So that type of interest shown by all the governors, many governors, including Honorable Governor, he is here for this particular event. So it shows the priority of the governors and priority of the government to the higher education. So that sort of reforms that we are talking about, earlier UGC or any regulator used to be supposed to be like making hindrances. Now we have changed our approach. Now we are more of a facilitator type of thing. Last month, our honorable chairman met with all the vice chancellors of deemed to be university. So one at a time we invited 10 vice chancellors and he interacted with them. Honorable chairman asked every deemed to be university, why don't you open your off campuses? So they were used to surprise. So there was an era 10 years ago or 20 years ago when someone used to say that I want to open an off campus. The UGC used to see very suspiciously. Why you want to do this? These are the rules and these are the conditions. You cannot do that. Your intention must be mollified. So you used to see in a suspicious way. But now the chairman himself is asking, why don't you open your off campuses? Why don't you go for that one? So they were surprised and they are very happy and they are coming up with this one. We have opened the regulations. We are talking about education reforms. So, lot of reforms are going on. We have come up because we are saying in national education policy, the GER is to be raised from 28%, 27% to 50%, almost double. Currently, we have around 4 crore students in higher education. It will go to 10 crores. So, we have to make sure, we have to give facilities to the students. So, therefore, we have opened up, we have said that not only deemed university, we are saying even private universities are there. We have come up with SOPs. Like if they want to have off-campus, some institutions which are doing very good, why we have to restrict them in their own campus? If they want to go and establish their off-campus, we have given permission to the private universities also. We have come up with that particular SOPs, and applications are coming up. Last commission, we have approved one particular university from UP to have their off-campus in another place in the UP. So, we are very open. UGC being a facilitator, very proactively we are doing. Like we are talking about autonomy of the institutions. Many institutions, many colleges want to change their syllabus quite often because they want to keep pace with the changing time. So they want to change because in the university system, university have 200 institutions, higher education colleges affiliated to it. So they want to change the syllabus, it will take time. But if an institution autonomy is given, they can change the syllabus quite frequently, easily. So therefore, you can see in the NIRF ranking, 100 NIRF college ranking in the college category, 55% are autonomous colleges. So we said that autonomy is to be given to the colleges. So therefore, we have opened it up. If you have a NAC, then we are going to give the autonomy. And since last 6-7 months, we have given, every month we are giving whatever the applications are coming. So our number was around 800 up till now. But we have raised it to 1200 plus institution. Proactively, we are reaching to the colleges. So that sort of reforms that we are talking about. We are talking about indigenous systems, and I want to quote the poet of the soil, Thiruvallar. He has his Tirukural. With our earlier speakers also talk about the focus of the education. The aim of the education is defined by Thiruvallar. He says knowledge, social aim, then adjustment to the environment. So why you take education? So he's talking about to acquire the knowledge, to have social manners, then to adjust with the environment, to have moral aim, to have philosophical aim, spiritual aim, cultural aim, and at last he is talking about living aim. So the priority is, you see, at the 8th place, he is saying that the education is for living aim. But what is important is that you should acquire knowledge. So that is what the indigenous system is. What is the way to look at the education? And that has been changed completely. We're talking about the students only running behind the degrees. They don't bother whether they are getting knowledge or not. They don't bother whether this knowledge, what I am getting, little bit of it, can it be applicable to the society? Where I can apply it? Where I can, with this knowledge, how can I solve the problem in the society? So that focus has been changed. Whereas our indigenous system is saying that the focus is like this one. But because we have followed this particular colonization and that all, so we need that reforms very with large pace also. I really appreciate the organizers in choosing the venue also. It is on the race course. This is a race course road. And you know, in the race course, there is always a speed. So we need to do that speed. We need to achieve that particular speed. So that particular speed we have to go for the reforms as well as for the use of indigenous system. UGC, in last year we have completed 6 face-to-face programs on IKS, Indian Knowledge System, Bharatiya Gyan Parampara. And you will be happy to listen it, that 1,000 teachers have gone through that particular 6 days rigorous program at 6 different places. And everywhere, this Bharatiya Gyan Parampara was very much appreciated. they all decided that they will talk about Bharatiya Jnana Parampara, they will try to imbibe it in their syllabus. We have done it in Chennai, we have done it in in Guwahati. So across region, across religion, we have done it in Kashmir also, where there are 80% were Muslim Pradhyapak initially. They were initially talking about why you need these IKs right now. But as they went through the 6-day deliberation, they understand it is nothing to do with religion. It is about the great work that our ancestors have done. That are the indigenous systems. What are the indigenous systems that we have? And these all indigenous systems, we have to look for, we have to identify, we have to search out. Whatever small we have searched is enough for having widespread eyes of all the people over the globe. So it's a mesmerizing for all, the whatever little knowledge that we have got. So therefore we are saying that our students, our teachers, our faculty should delve into it more in the Bharatiya Gyan Parampara. We have to find out what our ancestors have done. So that is why this is important, that's indigenous systems. So our reforms will be guided by this by this indigenous system. Therefore, we are talking about, whenever we are talking about this syllabus, we are saying that why can't you incorporate the Indian knowledge system as a part of this one? We have added this IKS as a part of NET syllabus also. And UGC has wanted that this new research, young blood, should be there in the research system. And therefore, we have come up with that after 4-year UG, after your 4-year UG, you can directly get admission into PhD. So, no need of this master. So, UG can directly go to PhD. So this young blood who have the idea of the societal problems can research into it, can explore that particular problem. So that is one thing that we have said. The aspirations of the youths of Bharat shall be adjusted, shall be acknowledged, and UGC being an apex regulator body is working on it, and we are really very happy that we can work in this direction, and all over India we are getting very good support, we are getting very good feedbacks, and we, including our vice chairman, including our chairman, continuously talking with the all stakeholders, and we are getting whatever the suggestions we are getting, we are very open, and with this open-mindedness we will go ahead and we will reach to Vikasit Bharat 2047. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful speech. It is with great pleasure and honor we gathered here today for the inaugural address by Thiru Ravindranana Raviji, the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu. Thiru Raviji's distinguished career in public service and his commitment to upholding integrity and justice serves as an inspiration to all of us. As a governor, his tenure marked by relentless pursuit of justice and peace, earning him respect and admiration from all. His efforts have left an indelible fight against corruption in our country. His strategic acumen and leadership were instrumental in safeguarding our nation's security and integrity. His contribution to public discourse through his insightful columns in national newspapers advocating for transparency, accountability, and social justice is highly appreciable. With utmost respect, may I invite our Honorable Governor, Dr. Raviji, to share his vision and insights in his inaugural address.
Respected Thiru G. Lakshman, All India Joint Secretary, Akhil Bharatiya Rashtriya Sakshik Mahasangh, here we make Sangam, everything we put M. Professor Manish R. Joshi, Secretary, University Grant Commission, Thiru K. Kumaraswamy, distinguished academician, Dr. C.A. Vasuki, Secretary, Kongunadu Arts and Science College, Dr. R. Bhaskar, Convener, President, Tamil Nadu Higher Education Teachers Association, Dr. C.P. Satish, Co-Convener and President, Unnata Vidyavyas Adhyapaka Sangama. Distinguished luminaries from academia, eminent scholars, delegates, and friends, warm greetings and best wishes to all of you. Anaivarkum Vanakkam. I am indeed delighted to be part of this important 2 days seminars on an issue of significance to our country. Envisioning a new Bharat through education reform with our eyes on indigenous system. Friends, today the world is at the cusp of a revolutionary transformation. We often say that things are changing, the world is changing. But what change is in the offing is happening today. It's something which is to a considerable extent beyond our comprehension. The cutting edge technology in the ultra advanced domains, from predictive artificial intelligence to generative artificial intelligence, from analog to digital to quantum computation, synthetic biology, ultra advanced intelligent robotics, ultra nanotechnology. These are all transforming and has the potential to transform the world in a way that at this point of time, it is very difficult for us to predict how the world would be like. But one thing is clear, that these advancement is going to create redistribution of power, global power. These advancement is going to create a wider gap, creating wider inequality, redistribution of resources. Because the countries and the entities who are ahead in these technologies, the quantum and resources that they will have vis-a-vis the others, it is unimaginable. The world, which is already suffering from unacceptable inequity, exclusivity, is going to face a greater problem tomorrow. Now, in this kind of emerging world, what should be our role? Where should we be? Where should Bharat be? This is a very crucial moment for us to understand this. You know, until about 200 years ago, less than 2 centuries, we know that Bharat was the number one country in the world. We accounted for the largest GDP. Bharat was the engine of growth, global growth. And those of you who are looking for data to substantiate it, I would urge you to go on the internet and look for a report, World Economy, a Millennial Perspective. It's a report prepared by OECD. It tells you from the very first century till the 20th century, the state of the economy of the countries. And Bharat was number one of 19th century. By the time the British left, we dipped from number one to number 6th. We became the 6th economy in the world. It was a precipitous decline. We all blame the colonizers for exploiting us, exploiting our resources. And 6.5 decades later, after independence, 2014, we further dipped to the 11th position in the world. We became the 11th economy of the world. So, this precipitous decline continued even after independence. Why? The country which was number one consistently for over 2,000 years, within 200 years, it declines, and the decline, a steep decline, continues even after independence. And the answer is not far to seek. It is in our education system. You know, when the British left us physically in 1947, on the 15th of August, there was celebration in the country. Everyone was joyous, celebrating independence. But Mahatma Gandhi was in a somber mood, sitting in the slum colony of the marginalized in Delhi. Some media people asked him, why are you not happy? Why you don't seem to be happy with the independence? Are you not? Mahatma Gandhi replied, you know, the British have left us only physically. They are still occupying our mind. And they are so deep in our mind that if we work hard to drive them out of our mind, even then it will take years and years, decades. So this independence is only half physical independence. You know, many of you might have read, and some of you, those who have not, please do that. We know the iconic British newspaper Guardian. Guardian wrote an editorial on 18th of May 2014, the day Prime Minister Narendra Modi was sworn in. You know, the editorial begins, like this. 18th May 2014 may as well go down the history as the day when Britain finally left India. Britain finally left India because the system and style of governance until then was continuation of the British Raj by other means. These are not my words. These are words of Guardian, and it's editorial, it is not an op-ed. It is the view, considered view of the iconic British newspaper. Now, from British brought us from top to 6th, and we brought it to 11th. Think of it. Because we remained so colonized, we kept looking at them for everything. We became an imitator. Like a child holding the finger of the parent or the mother and walking. Child will lose direction unless and whenever there's the looks for cries for the mother. That was our position. You know, we have a beautiful constitution created by best minds. But whenever the operationalization of constitution happened, we kept looking at how the British Parliament behaved, conducted their business, interpreting the constitution from the perspective of the Westminster. We developed our conventions, our traditions. We gave meaning to operational aspect of the Constitution deriving from how it was conducted by the Westminster. Even our judiciary, the Supreme Court of India, they kept looking at the Privy Council of Britain or the Supreme Court of US, United States of America, quoting proudly how the judges have quoted there and seeking validation, seeking meaning. Look at the level of colonization. Even today, as a chancellor, when I get report from many of my state universities, many a times the reports comes with a quoting from somebody in Europe or US. This colonization of mind. How can you grow in a competitive world by imitating on the strength of a borrowed language, borrowed knowledge? And then came a revolutionary step, the National Education Policy of 2020. Because for any transformation, for any change, and for us, this transformation has to be very, very revolutionary. We have to break with the past. We have to drive the Macaulay out of our mind and have our own education system. And with this in mind, the National Education Policy 2020 came. This policy has a body and it also has a soul of it. As far as the body part of it is concerned, we have a lot, we discuss a lot about multidisciplinary education, flexible education, collaboration among educational institutions, greater thrust on skill, usable knowledge. All those things are very, very important. Not many. But there is also a soul of that. There is soul. How do we look at knowledge from our perspective? And believe me, it's very important. Knowledge is not, as is often called, one may say, yes, it is perspective neutral. It is not. How do you look at? We have been hearing about, Secretary UGC also mentioned about IKS, Indian Knowledge System. I would very sincerely urge the Ministry of Education, UGC, AICT and all the bodies, please use the word Bharatiya Knowledge System. You have been saying that Bharatiya Gyan Parampara. Why not? Gyan Parampara, you can, language-wise, one can differ. Every language of Bharat may not understand Parampara. There are words. But Bharat is common in all the languages, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Everyone understands Bharat. The problem is, we have been looking at Bharat from the perspective of India. India is not synonymous of Bharat. India is a label given by the European to this country. People of this country did not call this country India until the British came. For centuries and centuries, for millennia, it was called Bharat. And Bharat, even its geographic expanse, that finds reference in our old literature. When they say, Uttaram yat samudrasya himadrasya eva dakshinam varsam tad bharatam nama. North of ocean and south of Himalayas is Bharat, Bharatvarsh. Bharat cannot be understood from the European perspective of origin and identity of a state. India can be. Because India is an European construct, not Bharat. What is European construct of? Unless we understand, understanding Bharat or to say to Bharatiya knowledge system. Understanding Bharatiya knowledge system is predicated upon understanding Bharat. If we understand Bharat, it becomes easy to understand Bharatiya knowledge system. We know that Bharat does not fit in European construct of a political state. Because European construct of a political state is what? We know that a state has 4 ingredients: a defined territory, population living on that territory, a government governing that territory, and that government is sovereign. The 4 attributes of a political state. Bharat is much bigger than that. This political state is a subset of Bharat. Bharat is a larger set. Bharat is a Rashtra. This Rashtra, we all say that Bharat is, we know that it was not a country, it was not a Rashtra created by a ruler. It was not created by a strong man. It was created through values. The values which was revealed for several thousand years ago to our rishis. And those values, that light that it generated, it spread over. And Bharat means enlightened land. And what is that light? What is that light that makes it a one Rashtra? Because you know that Rashtra, our scriptures, our Veda says, Bhadram ikshant rishya, swavida tapo diksham upanisheduragra, tato rashtram balamojasya jatam. Bhadram ikshant rishya. Swavidah tapo diksham upanishaduragra. Well-meaning rishis who thought of Vishwa Kalyan. Such rishis, those who are equipped with Atma Gyan, Swavida. And what is Atma Gyan? Atma Gyan. Atma Sarva Bhuta Atma. The whole world, the whole creation is a family. Plant, animal, humans, we are all member of a family. No one is away. There is no exclusion. Such rishis, well-intentioned rishis, equipped with this knowledge of Atma Gyan, their tap and diksha, kathor tap and diksha, their hard work, to spread the light, we are all member of a family. You may look, you may have a different food habit, you is member of a kudumbam, a family. You have your own way of worship. You may have your own ritual. Doesn't matter. But we are all member of a family. Such a wonderful, a revolutionary light or darshan. I don't use the word philosophy. Philosophy is very limited. And we have a tendency, always is anglicized mind, we always try to use the English word. Philosophy, we all know that evolution of a language is linked with the civilizational evolution of a people. That civilization has not evolved to that stage where they can see this light of oneness of creation. Oneness of creation, this light came here. And so it is called darshan, drishti, how you look at yourself and how we look at the rest of creation. This light, it originated here, it came here, thousands and thousands of years ago. And it has spread. And people of different varying attributes, they became member of a family. Imagine, thousands of years ago, look at the characteristic of Bharat. We don't know how many thousands of years ago it has been like one family. There were multiple rulers, not one or two, numerous. At no point of time there was one ruler who ruled the entire Bharat. So it doesn't fit in the European definition. That is why some people say that no, India is not a nation. Bharat was a Rashtra and is a Rashtra. So imagine, when I think of, other day I visited Shravan-Belgola. 2,400 years ago, 2,400 years ago, a rishi, Bhadrabahu from Pataliputra, with his 12,000 followers, devotees, Shramanas, he comes down to Shravan-Belgola, establishes himself, passing through numerous kings and kingdoms. About 5,000 of them come to our place, Tamil Nadu, what we call Tamil Nadu today. Arihantagiri, in Tiruvannamalai district, Arihantagiri, Bhadrabahu himself came to spread the light the way he looked at it. But some people, way of Jaina Darshan. You know, they never felt any constraint where they were going. The free movement. People coming from one part, we had a Pallava prince. From here, he went to Nalanda, studied, became Acharya, Bodhidharma. And subsequently went to China and spread what we say Buddhism there, Bauddha Mata. This Bharat has to be understood. And once we understand this Bharat, then it becomes easier for us to identify who we are. And with that sense of pride, we move forward. And when we talk about our indigenous knowledge system, It is not just knowledge which are there in various texts here and there, and as well as traditions, but also the process, our entire epistemology, our pedagogy. Both are different from the Europeans. And it's a great challenge. We have to move over to this. When we talk of New Bharat, what kind of Bharat that we wish to imagine? We all say that yes, we like to be number one. Thanks to the initiative taken in last 10 years, that we have grown again, a New Bharat is emerging. And from 11th, we have come down to the 5th. We have reached, not down, but we have moved upward. We came to the 5th. And we are very confident in the next few years, we will become the 3rd largest economy in the world. From borrowers of knowledge, we are becoming creators of knowledge. You know, WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization, their report, it shows that we are having accelerated growth in knowledge creation in patents, intellectual property. Rise over the previous year has been almost about 24%. About 10 years back, we had hardly any startup, just a few hundred, 200, 300 or so. Today, we have 125,000 startups, young minds. Bharat is in ferment, intellectual ferment. Other day, we read in the newspaper, our young minds, they have launched Agnikul, indigenously designed, 3D printed, created, launch vehicles, which would be far more economical than other commercial launch vehicles available today. New and new areas, they are breaking ground. This is New Bharat. When this New Bharat is emerging, it has to leapfrog. It cannot have incremental gain. It cannot rise incrementally. Because as I said right at the beginning, that the cutting edge advanced technologies, ultra advanced technologies will not leave you a chance. If you keep growing incrementally, we will be far behind. We have to be aggressively creative. We have to move forward. And that is why the genius today genius of governance lies in liberating the genius available in the society. Less control, more autonomy. For a very long time, attempts have been made to deny Bharat. And that is why from the 6th we dropped down to 11th. We must understand, we must appreciate and be proud of being a Bharatiya. And in fact, systematically, all those things which strengthen the idea and identity of Bharat, they have been systematically weakened after the British left. In our own state, I was shocked to find that our state university's curriculum, history and political science, has no mention of the national freedom movement. Only when I know that my forefathers have given their blood for a cause, that cause belongs to me. When thousands and thousands and thousands of people of this land had given their life for freedom of Bharat, and we have erased them from our memory, complete textbook, there is no mention of it. And I was shocked that how could the leaders of our academia could not feel disturbed The entire 19th century, 20th century, 19th century, of course, completely blacked out. Only the British, glorification of the British rule. Glorification of the British rule. Imagine. And the 20th century is all Dravid movement. Dravid movement. No mention of national freedom movement. I think we should stop denying Bharat. This is not, and distorting our own culture and identity. Friends, coming 16th of June, this coming 16th, is a very, very important day. It's a day when great leaders, warrior leaders of this land had given a proclamation, Jambudvip Pragadana, liberating the whole Bharat, whole Jambudvip from control of the British on 16th of June. We have forgotten. Last year, 24th of October is the day when Marudi brothers were martyred by the British. They fought valiantly, because they came up with a strategic visionary document to unite all the rulers of Bharat, native rulers, unite them against British. And they had begun the uniting, the fight had begun, but then that had shaken the British Empire. And they decided that they must stop it. They put their entire might, and with the help of collaborators, they finally succeeded in snuffing out the light. And I was shocked when last year in Trichy National College on this date, I had gone on the 24th of October. The event could not be organized at the place where they were, Shiv Gangai, because 12 years back some law and order incident happened. And since then, on the day when Mardi brothers were martyred, within a week comes another freedom fighter, Muthu Ramlang Tewar. His day comes. Some incident happened, law and order, and there is a prohibitory order. Every year there is a prohibitory order. People are not allowed to assemble and celebrate them. This is denial of Bharat. No, it is not acceptable. It cannot be denied. You are only trying to distort it. Friends, the gains that our young minds, young entrepreneurs, innovators, researchers, they are creating knowledge, they are making our country proud. This has to be given momentum. And this has to be given momentum with a sense of national pride. We have to infuse, we have the capacity. Only thing is, we have been made to think small. No, the time is gone. This is the time that we must think big. We must take up our responsibility. And the new Bharat that we are trying to envision, that Bharat has to be of the dream of Swami Vivekananda. And what was his dream? What kind of Bharat he wanted? He said, Bharat that he wanted was Bharat whose muscles are of iron, whose sinews are of steel, physically strong, prosperous, but whose heart is Vedantic, compassionate, looking at the world as a family. Yadumure Yavarum Kelir Vasudhaiva Kutumbaka. This a strong, materially prosperous Bharat, militarily a strong Bharat, with that heart which is Bharatiya, which has been given to us by our rishis several thousands years ago. That Bharat we have to create. The new Bharat has to be such a Bharat. The new Bharat has to be the Bharat which Rishi Aurobindo on the day of independence scripted in his dream. On the 15th of August 47, when Rishi Aurobindo wrote down the dreams that the day has come for Bharat to fulfill its divine obligation. Because in the entire creation, in the entire universe, Earth is the only planet where you have evolutionary consciousness. And in this evolutionary consciousness, with this awareness that evolutionary consciousness is essentially unites the entire creation by a common consciousness, Purusha and Prakriti, that common Purusha. This knowledge came to Bharat that we are all one. We are all one. What an extraordinary vision to unite, include the diversity. Irrespective of differences, we are all one family. This knowledge came to Bharat. And then Rishi Aurobindo says, was it coincidental? I said, no. It was divine mandate. It was a divine design that this knowledge came to Bharat, and now Bharat has to be strong. Bharat has to be capable to take this light to the rest of the world. And that is what Bharat has begun. When the COVID-19 has struck down and the world was in the grip of absolutely unknown deadly disease, no one knew the way out. When the rich and advanced countries who invented medicine, they started making money out of it. It was a Bharat, thanks to our scientists. When we made our vaccine, we shared the vaccine with people, needy people in 150 countries in the world. This is Bharat because we walk the talk. This is a family. When we had the G20 presidency, the motto was what? Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is soul of Bharat. This is what Bharat is. That is why the world looks at India, looks at Bharat with a lot of expectation, a lot of hope. Friends, in these 2 days, you will have a lot of deliberations. But I also like to just quickly list out a few ideological challenges, intellectual challenges which you are going to face. It is not enough that we are just saying that we are proud of it. We have to be prepared to face the challenges. There are four external European ideas and ideologies which you will confront, which world is confronting, which we also have to confront. With the Bharatiya knowledge system, when we are rising with our darshan to look at the whole world as a family, the four European ideas and ideologies we have to confront. The number one is anthropocentric view of creation. That view says that God created humans and then created the whole creation for the pleasure of human. No, that's not correct. In Bharatiya darshan, we are an element of creation. We are integrally connected with the creation. We are not the Lord and Master of the creation. This anthropocentric view of creation, this is a very strong ideology. This has to be confronted ably. Second idea, European idea is theory of evolution. The theory of evolution that tells you that makes the life system predatory. The smart will be prosper. Survival of the fittest. And how crooked, how cunning you are. This has given rise to intellectual and moral justification for mercantile capitalism. There is no room for compassion. There is no room for compassion. If you are smart, smart means you are clever and cunning, you prosper. It doesn't gel with Bharatiya knowledge system, Bharatiya darshan. In Bharatiya Darshan, we are neither at the center of creation, nor we look at the evolution as predatory. That for me to progress, I have to kill the others. I have to suppress the other. I have to exploit the others. The entire colonialism is based on that theory of evolution. I am a smarter, so I will colonize this land and extract the resources. Third is social contract theory of a state. These are very strong ideologies. You are from academia, you know how strong these are. Social contract theory of a state, that individuals are sovereign, and these sovereign individuals have contracted to live together, form the society and the state. It lays premium on the sovereignty of the individual. In Bharatiya Darshan, this is not so. Individual is not sovereign. We are integrally connected with the rest. Bharatiya Darshan is of integral humanism. We are integrally connected with the entire creation. Like a molecule, atom in a molecule, subatomic in the atom. Each one has certain degree of autonomy, but not fully sovereign. All are within the parameters of the larger whole. Individual, family, society, and the Rashtra, all integrally connected. This is a very, very powerful ideology, European ideology. Sovereignty of the individual, and based on that, a state as a creation out of a contract. No, this is very dangerous. You have to find capable argument, and we have it. And the fourth is Karl Marx's view of life and society. Karl Marx looked at human being as moving hydrocarbons. Nothing, this is all normal chemistry. Reactions, chemical reactions. In Karl Marx's view, humans are just a material object, driven by their own needs and greeds. And in this drive for needs and greed, there will always be some who has it, some who don't have it. So the society is divided between have and have-nots, and they are in a perpetual conflict. This perpetual conflict, Karl Marx had written a number of essays, almost 20 essays in 1852. 1852, in New York Daily Tribune, he wrote in August. Many of them are available on the internet. And so if you wish to read, you please go on the internet, Karl Marx on 1852, or this New York Daily Tribune. And there he says, he justifies imperialism, colonization of India. He says that I am against imperialism, but in India, it is a historic necessity. Because in India, individuals are not sovereign. Society is highly oppressive. It doesn't allow individual to go to the full potential. And a society that worships monkeys and cows have no business to exist, that must be annihilated. And he laid down the two tasks for the British Empire. First, total annihilation of India's order. And the second, laying foundation of Western material civilization. Now, these are very powerful ideologies. Though they have been debunked, many of them have been debunked. There is hardly any such. You'll find many of countries those who fought and killed millions and millions. They themselves have just abandoned this ideology. But still, it is a very powerful ideology. When we talk about our Bharatiya knowledge system, not only is the knowledge, but the process of knowledge through which we derive knowledge, the way we transmit knowledge, the entire ecosystem of knowledge is very, very important to understand it. The battle has begun. It is our responsibility to take it forward. And I am sure all of the present here, all of you are very capable people, capable leaders of the intellectual world. You will show the light. in the coming days, today and tomorrow deliberations, with your churning, sufficient light will come to lead us into the future for the Bharat of the dream of Swami Vivekananda, the Bharat of the dream of Rishi Aurobindo. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Sincere gratitude to our Honorable Governor, Thiru R.N. Ravi, for gracing us with his presence and sharing his priceless legacy. May his leadership continue to guide us towards a brighter and more prosperous future. Honored guests, you have most generously accepted our invitation, and as an appreciation of your valuable presence, we are obliged to submit to you our genuine thankfulness. I here request Dr. C.P. Satish, co-convener, President of Unnata Vidyabhyasa Adhyapaka Sangam, to propose the vote of thanks. Sir, please.
Vanakkam and namaskaram to one and all. Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu, Sri R.N. Ravi, distinguished guests on the dais and off the stage, fellow members of UVAS and Theta. I'm entrusted with the task of proposing a vote of thanks, but before setting out on my duty, let me tell you two things. One is about the genesis of the seminar. This seminar, actually, I'm very proud to say that this seminar genesis happened in our 27th state conference at Alapura on March 30 and 31st. It was just a suggestion to Lakshmanji, and Lakshmanji took it up, and Sri Murugaya ji was also there. So then on, I think it was tremendous hard work and show put up by Theta. Definitely, they deserve a big applause for putting up such a big show. Now, one more thing about National Education Policy 2020 and Kerala scenario. Kerala government has this year launched FI UGP, 4-year undergraduate program, but they have scrapped Bharatiya knowledge system, and it is anathema to them, and hence we teachers of Kerala, we will have to teach Kerala specific subjects instead of BKS or IKS. Now, on to my duty. First of all, we have listened to an invigorating, enlightening, and scholarly speech by as in the form of inaugural address by Honorable Governor Sri R.N. Ravi. I express profound gratitude on behalf of Theta, UVAS, ABRSF, and all of us who have gathered here. Thank you, sir. I express my gratitude to keynote address delivered by Dr. Manish R. Joshi, whose name is a household name for all of us. And of course, his speech, which is peppered with a lot of humor and observation on his take on UVAS, the acronyms UVAS and Theta. And also the very eminent but very humble Dr. or Professor V.K. Kumaraswamy, sir. Thanks to both of them for their presence and speech. My gratitude to, on behalf of the organizers, I express my gratitude to Srimati Vasagi, Dr. C.A. Vasagi, who is a member of the Syndicate of Bharatiyar University, and of course, an educationist and education leader. Thank you, madam. Then, of course, Sri Gunda Lakshmanji, who has some kind of a magic wand to organize such huge, prestigious seminars. We have always been wondering how he manages to organize such seminars, because we in UAS don't have the resources to conduct such huge seminars. Anyhow, we are very thankful to him for giving us an opportunity to become the. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Lakshmanji. And of course, a very big expression of gratitude to Professor Bhaskar, who is the president of Theta, Dr. Prabhagar, who is Theta, I think he's the treasurer, and of course, Dr. Manigandan, and all the organizers, all the office bearers of Theta. I also express my gratitude on behalf of the organizers to all the participants, paper presenters, media men, everybody. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
As we board on this transformation, embrace the spirit of collaboration, innovation and inclusivity. Let us work together to envision a new Bharat with our knowledge system where education becomes cornerstone of progress and prosperity for all. With this concluding remark, let us raise for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नाम